Hello everyone, Kaydub here, and we are playing round 3 of the Kaydub Tour at Bay Hill. So in this round, we are going to be playing from back tees, the green tees. Wind speed is going to be high from the northwest. Fast and firm conditions for the fairways and greens. Time of day is going to be noon. Weather is going to be clear. Crowds are on. So in the first 2 rounds, we shot 7 under both rounds. So we're going to see how the wind affects our performance here, if at all.
There and welcome to the game.
And switching wind direction a little bit as well.
23. Pretty excited about this round.
Yeah.
About
well,
to
I like to hit
dig
a fade
in here
so.
at Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill Club and Lodge. Let's get to it. Beautiful
See if
swing.
we can fade that back into the fairway. Yes, we can. Nice swing.
Setting up here about 190 yards or so to the pin.
All right, so 188. It's going to be slightly into wind here. I say we hit it nice and full. Then hit a little mini fade to help it get back to the pin. That could be really good. That's acceptable.
Good job. We're on the green.
Like I said in
All right,
previous
this
rounds,
one in, this one for birdie.
I'm not gonna take aim at every flag and try to like bang the flag stick every time. It doesn't make any sense to do that, especially if the conditions are brutal. Like the wind is 11 miles per hour. That's tough to play for, and if you're off by just a little bit, you could have a really tough shot. See what this does. Well, I think I had the line. I just didn't have speed.
Par putt here. And after that first hole, we are starting our rounds at even par.
And pars don't hurt.
See if you can use the wind on this hole.
Perfectly
left
content
to
with
right.
That. I imagine it's probably about. So that's 212. 220 to carry onto the green. Oh boy, this is probably not the correct play, but we're going to try it anyway. Oh, sit! Oh, that was such a good shot. I should have put a little bit of spin on it, but I was concerned I wasn't going to carry it far enough.
Second shot here on the second hole.
All right, so 7 yards. It's going to be interesting. And a fairly good chip there.
Here. Nice chip.
So, not burning the course up by any stretch of imagination, but even par after 2.
Okay, even par at the moment.
Alrighty, so the wind's coming from the north here. This should be decent. Yes, it will.
All right, we'll take that. Setting up here about
I will take
100
that.
yards out.
Johnny boy. Play it here, let the wind sort of bring it back a little bit. Had the right distance, just didn't quite have the line.
15 feet to go from here.
But we have an uphill 15-foot putt, so it's not a complete loss. This is pretty makeable. We get the right line. Oh, what a beautiful putt. Yes.
And after that one, you're going down to 1 under. And wind will be a factor on this. One's blowing right into our face.
Wind. This is not my favorite. I like to hit a fade, but those trees are in the way. I'm just going to try to hit draw against the wind here. It's going to be a 3-shot
second
par.
Shot here on the 4.
Par 5 for me. 304 to go. And then lay up here.
Good job. And this is your 3rd shot.
Oh boy. So it's not completely into the wind here, so it should be all right if I light it down. That's fair.
There we go.
Uphill,
nice little approach shot.
Uphill putt here.
Setting up.
Those are always a little bit
putt
better
here
because you can be a little bit more aggressive.
It's getting there.
That should be in.
Oh yeah, well done. Back-to-back birdies.
So now we've sort of warmed up a little bit.
And you're 2 under par for the round.
And this
one's a par 4.
This is exactly what I've been talking about in previous videos as well. We'll hit a hybrid here. You gotta play the course.
Just a pure swing.
Don't try and overpower the course every single
this one's about
time
130
you play.
yards away.
That's just a recipe for disaster. If I can get this over there. Uh-oh. That might have overhooked.
Ooh, we're heading for the green here.
Nope.
Okay, 3rd shot.
If I would have hit a lob wedge, it would have never made it. But that is a reminder, you know, when you're downwind, you do want to try and hit something a little bit harder as opposed to lighter.
Oh, nice little chip there. This putt's left
but
to
I
save
do not
par.
think that lob wedge would have made it.
All right, still 2 under after that one.
And anything under par is a good round. You should not be expecting to shoot a 63 every round. That's just not realistic.
Nice swing onto that one. And we're around about, I'd say,
as you've seen, you know,
245
from
to
the
previous
rounds, I'm not trying to cut corners or anything like that. I'm playing to my strength, which is being more conservative. Ooh, that could have been really good there, but the hop went to the right.
This is what our 3rd shot's looking like.
And a nice little chip there.
Just nice and easy. Well done. And right now you are at 3 under par.
Yes,
and
this
the
has
headwind
been
is definitely a thing.
A very fair round so far. We're going to have to go up 2 clubs here. 196 isn't going to cut it. Ha! That's funny because I'm going to cut this shot, so it's not going to cut it. Ha! Oh, boy.
Yeah, something was amiss on that swing, I think.
That was definitely clunky.
Well, that's okay. That's okay. We'll get on the green.
Very, very late on the...
Okay, from the green side sand. Hopefully we get up and down from here.
Do I try to hit the splash or do I hit a flop here? We're going to go with a flop. That's a safer shot here. The last thing I want to do is hit that slope there and it comes back into the bunker.
Nicely played out of that sand.
So I'm going to have a longer shot, a longer putt here.
Here we go. Let's save par on this
one.
But
at the same time, I got it out of the bunker, which was the most important thing. How much break to play? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, it's right in the middle of the cup. I thought I didn't give enough speed.
And that's going to leave you at 3 under par.
Because I was a little early. A longish par 4 here. Oh boy. Oh boy.
That shot got a little...
Oh, it rolled out in the fairway. That was very fortunate.
About 135 to the pin.
All right, so I'm gonna try not to short side myself here.
Let's get a little kick left here.
I'll take it. It's up the hill.
Very long putt ahead of you here.
Yeah, it's going to be a very, very hard breaking putt. But that's pure. Yeah, let's go.
Monster putt. Good work. Good work.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think we're going to have another look at that one.
I had a pretty good feeling about that putt. Yeah, let's see it again, but I won't speed it up this time. I just had that feeling that if it held that line, it was going to be good. There's a person in the way, but you did see that it fall. It did fall. Man, couldn't have planned that any better.
After that hole. Wind's blowing out there, right to left.
Another long par 4. Unfortunately, these are the only type of holes that challenge pros now.
Drive's looking good.
It's got to be, if it's like
okay, hole number 9,
440.
Number 2. Let's see what you got.
They'll just bomb it down there and have a wedge in. We're going to hit a lower trajectory here.
Heading for the green.
Oh, that could have been really awesome, but
okay, on the green safely. All right, if you can sink this.
But still, 15 feet from 183, I think it was. That's a pretty good shot. Oh, wow, let's go again.
Birdie of the day. Right now
like I've said before, if I can putt, I can score very well. If I can't putt, it's going to be a long round. Net result, that's going to be pretty straight, so
like
we're good.
Setting this one up 145 yards.
And you saw at the distance, it was 370 or something like that. It's like, why would I want to hit a driver and have an awkward distance? That's sort of the logic behind it for me. Uh-oh. That will be middle of the green, maybe.
This one.
I tried to put a little extra on it, and I didn't hit that very well. All right, so we're going to have to play it way out here, looks like. Because it's breaking that way the whole time. And then I pull it. And it did not break nearly as much as I had played. 7-foot putt. I'm taking some of the speed off.
Looking good.
Yes. All right, so
drops.
Those are important. If you're within 10 feet for a par, and you can make
at the moment
90% of them,
you've got a nice tailwind on this hole. See what you can do with that.
That's an advantage.
This could roll into the rough, I think.
It had a little bit of spin on it, John.
Okay, second shot on the 11th.
It actually ended up being okay. Man, I hate having to do this again, where we're hitting it a little bit softer. I'm sure she's disappointed in that too, by the way. Oh, what is that garbage? That should have hopped forward, in my opinion, but I didn't develop the game. So I'm going to putt from here. I'm going to add %. Try and get through the fringe. Oh, it had a chance.
Here comes a 3-footer.
And you can essentially Texas wedge in this game. You just have to be able to judge how much more
now on the
power you need to hit it. And that's tough. That should be beautiful.
Yeah, we'll take that.
Something that I was talking to a friend about when we were playing this last night being the 29th of September. You notice with a lot of these professional courses, very wide fairways.
Well done.
Large greens.
Setting up here now for our third
shot. And the reason for that is because they want to see, well, not the PGA Tour necessarily, but the fans want to see the professionals shoot lights out. I like seeing the professionals struggle. That's a good one.
Oh, yeah, that's going to do just fine.
But for a lot of more casual fans, they like to see the pros light it up.
Oh, it's going right by the hole.
Rammed it through the break.
This one is a short 3-foot putt.
That's why I watch the majors.
5 under par.
I want to see them sort of struggle through.
A little blustery, blowing right to left on this one.
Yeah, no reason to hit anything substantial here.
Nicely done. You got some good contact there.
But it's very difficult to have pros struggle when you have
setting up about
45 to 50 yard wide fairways and greens that are huge.
Nice
Ooh,
approach.
if that
good
top
stuff.
forward a little bit more, that would have been really good.
Here we go. This drops and you got a bird.
I mean, this doesn't break at all. The straight putt.
This putt's good so far. That was
So we hit the correct part of the green there.
And after that one,
that's another thing, you know, sometimes you can get fortunate. And
getting a look at the 14th hole now.
You can get fortunate, hit on the correct part of the green where you have a relatively simple putt. That makes life a lot easier. Oh boy. Hold.
The shot's coming in nicely.
It did.
Decent approach there.
That was actually a very nice shot for the
with
distance.
This 15-footer.
You know, one of these times I might put up a graphic in so that we can see, you know, what the average pro does from certain distances. And sort of use that as an indicator.
Oh, it's getting there.
Does it have enough speed? It does.
Out there so
as an indicator of how good our shots are. So once again,
and after
making
that one,
putts.
You're sitting at 7 under. Here we
That's
go.
Been very, very
Par 4
helpful.
ahead of you.
I've also been swinging the club really well. That's it. Darn it.
Okay, setting up in the rough. It looks like it's sitting up a little bit for you, though.
It's the first cut. It's not too bad. Just a matter of knowing how hard to hit this now. Uh-oh. Hold. Oh, it didn't.
A little wayward on that approach.
Yes.
Setting up in the bunker.
I'm going to hit this really high. And that barely carried. Will it stay on the green? It will.
And for the par.
I should have hit that flop shot again. I would have had about the same distance, but would have been probably past the hole. All right. How much will this break with this speed? Be good.
Oh, that was almost in.
That was just a dumb
finishing
bogey.
This hole with the tap-in bogey. Here we go. Par 5 ahead of us. Let's see what happens.
Well, we can maybe make up for it if we can hit a good one here. If I can hit a good one. Okay, I think we're good. Yes.
That was good stuff. And this one's about 190 or so to the pin.
Now, I've made the mistake of putting it in that water a couple times in the first round, so I'm not going to do that this time. That's exactly where I wanted it. Just put it on the green there. Don't get greedy and try and aim for that flag stick.
You sink this putt.
All right, and this looks like it doesn't break as much as some of those side hill ones that you might get. Low side.
Looking very nice.
Yep.
Oh, that
beautiful
could have been
speed
good.
though.
Good stroke.
All right, so we made up for that bogey.
3.
And now I have this really tough par 3 here. We're just going to try and get it in the middle of this green here.
So you've dialed in a little fade on this shot.
That's actually going to be really good.
That should do nicely. This one's 17
So yeah,
feet.
I'm not right on the flag stick, but now I have a pretty fair chance at a birdie here. If I went for that flag stick and I missed to the right, who knows what score I'd probably get. Uh-oh. Zip!
Ooh.
Right by the hole.
Okay, this
I
one for
knew
par.
it when I hit it. Way too much power.
This putt's tracking. Good job
But a
on that
par
one.
doesn't hurt. So we've only had one bogey. That's good.
And after that one, you're at 7 under.
That's good. Only to have one
Wind is
bogey.
blowing left to right.
Yes, it is.
Nice swing. Sounded great.
And that should be perfect.
All right, good luck.
Now I got to
to
be careful here because the wind's
hole.
going toward the water. So I got to be careful here. I might even try and hit a baby draw here to keep it to the left. Oh, baby, stay there. Thank you.
Okay, there we go. 15 feet to the cup from here.
Do here. I'm gonna break quite a bit that way. And it's down the hill, so we gotta play just a smidgen more break. Maybe.
Oh no!
Oh, what a beautiful
let's put
putt!
This in the hole and finish up this round.
So this is our third
And
consecutive
as we head our
7 under.
Ways, you're gonna post a 7 under on the scorecard.
And I'm really gonna mix up in the next round,
gulp,
so it's
well
gonna be a lot different. So that was third pin locations and high winds. And that was coming from what, the northwest, I believe. So another 7 under. So we've been pretty consistent, 65, 65, 65. And a lot of that is because of putting. Being able to make those putts. So the PPH, putts per hole. If you can keep that about 1.5 or below, you're going to score pretty well. If you get higher than that, it can be a couple under, it could be a couple over, depending on where you were hitting, how many greens you were hitting. So there we go, another 7 under. So I said next time I'm going to really try and mess myself up. So we're going to go ahead and do that for the final round. I think we're going to keep the winds high. We're going to switch to wind direction again. And then I'm going to mess around with the conditions a little bit more. So until the next round, everyone take care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you soon. Goodbye for now.